People get their news from a lot of sources, and but currently, at least what I understand from most people that I talk to, the news source that they turn to more often than not is Comedy Central. And so I thought that we'd show, if you haven't seen this, kind of an explanation. Let me apologize for John Stewart in advance, but let's roll that clip, Ed. Maybe not that one, Ed.
For those just joining the story in progress, our government is going to shut down in 57 of your minutes. Because House Republicans are refusing to fund the government unless the rest of Congress delays implementation of the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, also known as the end of America as we know it. No one is able to clearly explain. You know what? That's what the House Republicans try.
This country was founded on the principles of limited government, personal responsibility, and consent of the governed. But Obamacare is based on limitless government.
We're leading on protecting hardworking Americans across this country that are feeling the overreach from the federal government.
I come to the floor, as many of us do, to speak about the intrusion into God-given American freedom called Obamacare. It is an unconstitutional takings of God-given American liberty.
You're just throwing words together. It's an unconstitutional takings of God-given America. It sounds like the bullshitting of random patriotic buzzwordies. If it's unconstitutional, I didn't know it was unconstitutional, and I don't know what you guys love the Constitution. Nobody loves the Constitution like you guys.
The Constitution is the foundation.
That great document, the Constitution, the supreme law of the land, the greatest governing document the world's ever known. I carry a copy. Just look at your Constitution. Just keep in my pocket. Which one? It's in here. Wait, that's my weed. I got my weed. I got a couple of rubbers here. I got a monitor lizard I use in there to guard my copy of the Constitution. I think I got some Band-Aids in there. I son of a bitch. But you know what? Perhaps we can look to the Constitution for a solution to this crisis. Let me get mine. Son of a bitch!
It's very offensive with this stuff up here.
So in 2009, Congress passed the Affordable Care Act. Were they allowed to do that? Congress may determine the time of rule. Isn't there a cartoon that explains if they can do it? Yes, I'm on. For the president to sign, and if he signs me, then I'll be alone. You know, I just realized that there was one of those bills, I think, had a harpoon in his chest. Look at that. One of those bills is like, I need a doctor. All right, so apparently they are allowed to do that. They're allowed to make laws, and the president is allowed to sign laws. And what do we do if those laws are unconstitutional? Well, apparently 9 precogs in magic robes got together, looked at the Affordable Care Act, and decided it was not unconstitutional. So everything appears to have been done literally by the book. This bill is now a law, amended by the very system all these Republicans profess to love. But to hear the Republicans tell it, the whole thing could just be avoided if President Obama would meet them halfway. They have refused to even consider the compromise that we have offered.
They won't even negotiate with us on anything.
What did the Democrats compromise on? Nothing.
Harry Reid will not negotiate with John Boehner. The president will not meet with John Boehner.
The president refuses to compromise on anything. We don't get resolution unless people sit at the table, work together, and try to bridge these divides. No bridge! There's no divide! What is It's a good law, everything is a bad law, but it's a law. Are you familiar with how the word works? Did you see the Giants handled something? Okay, they lost 31-7. And you know what the Giants didn't say after that game? If you don't give us 25 more points by midnight on Monday, we will shut down the NFL. What I'm saying is, wouldn't it be nice if the United States Congress aspired to the maturity and problem-solving of football players? This is utter insanity. The Republicans are going to get fried for this on the news.
In the tug of war over the budget for Obamacare, will the president or Republicans vote first? Neither side looks like they're anywhere close to caving.
Heading toward a government shutdown. Who will blame first? Not a blame to go around in Washington.
Neither side seeming ready to give an inch.
We've got a political game of chicken with a whole lot riding on it.
No, we don't! I'm all for a pox on both their houses when appropriate, but this is not a game of chicken. This is when someone is driving to work and there's a car coming directly at them in their lane. That's not a game of chicken. That's an ass causing a head-on collision. Let me see if I can put this in another way for us. You get nothing.
Mindless people just being ready to slaughter.
You know the players will hate this advice because he's a small businessman. Perhaps nothing sums up the sheer ridiculousness of this situation, the degree to which the Republicans have left the plane of reason, more than this new talking point that they themselves rolled out this weekend.
The president will negotiate with the Iranians, but the president and the Senate will not talk to the House.
Have as much flexibility with the Republicans as you do with the Russians and Iranians.
The president wasn't willing to negotiate with the Iranians. I don't know why he wouldn't be willing to negotiate with us.
You're not helping yourself. If it turns out that President Barack Obama can make a deal with the most intransigent, hardline, unreasonable, totalitarian mullahs in the world, but not with Republicans, maybe he's not the problem.
Disgusting.
Sometimes it does take humor to see through the situation, but I do think there is a false equivalence as it's related to who's responsible